Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Just now, what you watched that, hi, good morning, recording. Put on your best smile. Please turn on your camera. Ye Chen, if you cannot turn on your camera, at least show a thumbs up so my boss know that you're there. Thank you, Ye Chen. All right, thank you. You see my poor son, Raiden, just woke up like that, poor thing. Okay, yesterday you've been watching a lot of good movie around. Okay, anyway, just now, right, Javer and Peggy, you see the way he eat the hot dog, not Charles? Bing Xian?
He bite it into half and then he go to dip it in the drink or whatever that is.
Okay, I rush back because I want to show you this book. This is the book that I want to show you. Okay, Think Like a Freak. This is the book. Later you'll see on the what. Okay, you saw that? This one. I've been reading this book. Okay, Think Like a Freak. You will not buy this book. You're not possible to buy this book, Suji, in any of the popular bookshop. You will not find it. You have to go, Kasing, you have to go to Kinokuniya, Alistair and Larry. You know what's Kinokuniya?
I know what Takashimaya.
Yes. I took a while to buy this book, okay, and it appeared in the newspaper how this Kobayashi ate the hot dog. Later, I will show you how he ate. The reason is that, ladies and gentlemen, today you must think like a freak. If you don't think like a freak, Peggy, seriously, Suchi, you must think crazy. If not, today you will not have iPhone, you will not have iPad, you will not have drone, you will not have Tesla car, you do not have a lot of new crazy ideas coming out. You do not have a robot who go around, hello, hello, then you say, just shut up and throw things. Why you so rude? After I beat you, 你试试看，你不相信我打你吗? So can you imagine a robot, AI, it's called artificial intelligence. Children, all of you sitting here are leaders. You guys are going to create crazy ideas when you're adult. True or not? If today your parents and I don't create iPhone or Minecraft, or like Larry, you're playing what kind of games? Pokemon. Do you think if this guy who don't create Pokemon, do you think you enjoy all your life? Or cursing, agree, not cursing? Alista, you agree, right? Alista, right? So Charles, you also agree, right? You see behind this, what I have, it's such a big yacht in my life. I love shape a lot. When I was young, I want to be in a Navy to travel around the world. Okay, so let's look at the next video. This one should be able to be no copyright. So I want to let you see teach you how to eat. Ready? Go.
I'm Nina Hart-Durson, and I'm here with Takeru Kobayashi, legendary competitive eater, who actually holds a number of Guinness World Records for eating. Which Guinness records do you have right now?
Hamburgers, meatballs, pizza, pasta, Twinkies, and hot dogs.
Nice. Okay. Hot dogs is exactly why we're here, because Kobayashi is going to teach us how to eat a hot dog like a pro.
コンテスト2、3ヶ月前から水をたくさん飲むようにして胃を広げてきます。コンテストのすごい近くなってくると食べ物で練習します。まずはみんなが好きな飲み物を用意します。そしてその後はホットドッグをまずはバンズをセパレートで分けてソーセージを先に食べる。で、残ったバンズをランキングして、で、濡れたバンズを押し込んで食べる。それを繰り返す。そして最後に忘れちゃいけないのが、はい、ラストスパートです。苦しくなってきました。その時は、ジャンプして、シェイクして、お腹の中のスペースをもっと作ってあげる。これであとは、最後まで食べ続ける。こっちだけ食べます。
I'm taking a break. Hello.
Never.
It's okay. Can I squeeze this out? No? I'm not doing it fast enough, right?
あんまり噛んじゃダメなんだけどね。
Yeah. I don't chew it. I just swallow it.
Yes.
Oh my god. I can't get it down my. Oh. You never get sick?
Never.
Oh.
Okay, let's shake.
Okay. So we just jump up and down. Wow.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's intense. Okay.
Sell online and grow your business with Wix e-commerce.
Okay, you have seen the how he taught the lady how to eat these hot dogs. But please do not try this at home, and don't, I hate to use the word, please do not do this at home because it's really not so good for your health. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to show you the next one before we actually kick off the whole new lesson today. So, oh my goodness, I closed the thing again. Yeah.
You spent.
Okay, this one is very important. I'm going to share this. Ready? It's only 16 seconds. Pay attention. Look at this guy. I love this motivator, all right?
You spend most of your life in your head. Please, for your own sake, make it an awesome place to be.
He's from, I think from Sweden or Norway, okay, this guy. Okay, as you can see, I have, let me unmute, let me show you my background first. Behind my background is there. Okay, this is my house. So you can see these are all the books that I have. More than that, you see my law books. Okay, and then the Art of War, Sun Tzu Bing Fa, and then the Think and Go Rich, and Think Like a Freak.
I also have the Art of War.
Yeah, so this is the book that when I resigned from MOE, one of my teacher gave this book to me. You can see the date here. Okay, you can see that the date. Then
What's the title?
yeah, this guy, The Limitless, very awesome book. You know, this guy don't have hand and legs, no limbs. And this thing I go quick. You see, I bought it in 2015.
I think the person only has a foot.
No, not really much. Okay, and then this law book that I bought it when I was in 1989. Okay, I was reading these law books just to prove to you I don't lie to you. And this Art of War, you see the book is already like torn. I bought it in 1955. That's the year my elder son born. So these are all the books I'd like to show it to you, and there are more behind me. That's my cupboard with all my books, my history books, my law books, my geography, social study books, English book, things like that. Okay, so yeah, that's my books here. So I'd like to show you my another background. If I can find, well, where is it? Okay, this is my guidebook. Okay, I wrote this book that's behind me. That's my guidebook. This whole concept was drawn by my ex-student who is now 25 or 27 years old. Okay, my ex-student drew this book. I mean the cover. He did the design, the cover for me. My ex-student, okay, Charles, my ex-student. So, ladies and gentlemen, leaders, okay, today's lesson is not so much about just thinking, but think just beyond out of the box. Okay, why do we need to think out of the box? Okay, let me share with the slides. Okay, it's not ready yet. Give me a minute. I open my PowerPoint first. Okay. Okay, what will you be learning and take away from today's lesson is that why must you think creative? Why, besides thinking creative, you must think like a freak? Who are the people who really think like a freak? And later I will show you some of the famous inventors and scientists. Okay, who are the how do you think creative and think like a freak? Later we're gonna have the brainstorm and exercise. And what have you learned from today's lesson? Now, yesterday you have seen that our dear friends what do you call the girl was crying, right? Agree? Because of the mom never say the words and numbers which are more important. So today we are using words to describe why Bing Xian, Siqi, Larry, Alastair, Ke-Xing, Charles, and Jaber. Why is it so important to think like a freak? Because if you think normally, you cannot get the answer in right. There's this joke. John came back home on Friday. He was very angry, Jaber, Peggy. He said, I hate math, mommy. Then the mommy asked, why, son? So Monday, my teacher tell me 1 + 1 is 2. Tuesday, my teacher tell me 1 × 2 is 2. Wednesday, my teacher tell me 4 divided by 2 is 2. Thursday, he tell me 4 - 2 is 2. I don't know which is the correct answer. Get the joke, no, Siqi? So whose fault? Is it the teacher fault? No, the teacher create a lot of new ideas, right, Siqi? Right, want to make him better. But unfortunately, the teacher have to tell him that, okay, these are many different ways to get the answer. 对吗, Jaber? 对吗, Charles? 对不对? Right, right. Not just like, agree on Bing Xian? Right, you must have different ways of approach to get the answer. So sad to say, John, finally, the mom told him, okay, why is there a different type? Because we have different way of doing the math. Okay, so I don't want to deal with math. I don't. Now this is the book here. Okay, you can go and Google it. You can download your PDF format. If you cannot find the book, guys, you can download. You can ask mommy, daddy to download this book. But this book is very, very interesting. But please don't do it. Certain things may not be applicable in Singapore. Okay, right? You don't tell me think like freak. You go and walk naked in Orchard Road. Because Uncle Raymond tell me must think like a freak naked. Because I want to save the environment. I don't wear clothes. Oh my goodness. Well, please. After you get caught, don't say Uncle Raymond, 我不认识你啊, 不要这样. Then like that, okay, I think like a freak. You know what I do, Bing Xian? I wear banana leaf to cover myself because I want to be eco-friendly. Oh my gosh. Don't do that. Hey, don't laugh, no. Got this singer, she used the beef to make it as a fashion, no. It's really an insult. She's one of a very famous singer. I can't remember her name. No. This type of things I don't like to joke about. I think, yeah. Ke-Xing, how you know? Yeah la da 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 da, right? I like that song. Oh, your father tell you, oh yeah. Ke-Xing, how you feel? You ask Koko. I think it's really disgusting for me. Yeah, in terms of creative, I will give 100 marks on Ke-Xing. But in terms of this type of things, when you know they're out there 800, 900 million, Peggy, you know, right? That time I showed you those pictures, right? There are 800 to 900 million of children out there in the world. 没有得吃，没有得穿，没有得书读嘞。有些连他的父亲的爷爷的那个棺材都没有钱买棺材给他。And this is not really too much over extreme okay. So first thing is why I choose this book. The content is really motivating and encouraging. Really seriously, please, if you have time, please read this book. Okay, I love to read books a lot, seriously. Of course, now I also like to play games. What can you benefit from these books? It will create a brand new world, seriously. Trust me. Siqi, if you really want to make, for P5 and P6 students, if you really want to make your PSLE very outstanding and the way you talk to the teachers, please, okay? It really gives you a new ideas. How is this? Learn to take up challenge. This book tell you learn how to take up challenge. When you fail, think of a new way to succeed. Okay, let me talk about the Kobayashi's, the guy who eat this sausage. It's a true story, Bing Xian. It's not kidding. He was such a poor guy that he can't afford to pay electrical bills. He can't pay his makan. You know what's makan? 可是就是没有钱吃饭哦。他很穷真的。But thank God his girlfriend still follow him. So one day he found this competition. So he think, hey, why not? Let's give it a go. He did not try. I told you. I told you before yesterday. I don't like the word try, Jaber. If you try, you will cry. Everything will dry. Do your best with all the zest. Beat the test to win the rest from east to west and be top of the crest. Yo, man, what? Check it out, man. Right? So don't try. Your parents never tried to raise you up the first 5 years of your life. So please do not try. 明白吗? Okay? So what happened that this Kobayashi was decided, okay, now let's go. And you find a way, you look through the terms and conditions, the rules and regulations and Charles Lister. Very smart, no? You check, see how to eat the sausage and the bun separately and soak the bun into the water. And then start to, when you add the food, right, Charles and Alistair, he start to shake his body and move, right? Okay? And then so that, the food will go down digestion. So he really used science there. The digestive systems and circulatory system, everything, patient, smart, huh? So who say that learning using educations and knowledge cannot make you, he's not a millionaire, no? He's a millionaire, no? From a Chong Kwan Tan, a poor old man, sorry, an old man, a poor young man, become such a rich man, no? I can tell you, yesterday I told you that to get a degree is important. You must, I use the word you must, you ought to have to get a degree. But I cannot promise you that once you get a degree, you can find a good job. Doesn't mean you become a lawyer, you can be a good lawyer. Not saying you cannot. Sorry, I rephrase. Doesn't mean you get a law degree, you can be a lawyer. Right? It depends on situation. Because now, the 21st century is all about thinking like a freak. You see, please listen. Don't give up. Siqi, do not give up. Give all. Give in and give everything. Now, there's this tooling here. Okay, if you want to go and watch again, please go ahead and watch, okay? The links are here. Peggy and Javer, is this recording? Is it recording? Confirm now?
Yes.
Vision recording now? Kasing recording? I checked, we thought yesterday a whole day, my boss say, 为什么你没有登？哎呀，每个父母亲要看，所以对不起啦，我太过紧张了，因为我看到 Javer， 看到 Peggy， 看到思琪，看到可心，讲了很多，看到可心的狗狗跟他讲话，讲到忘记了，说是凯文害我的，可心不要跟狗狗讲，开玩笑啊。Okay, so recording so 思琪 give everything. Okay, this is the first major exam that you're going to have next year. Give everything. And to be honest, I know this is a recording, Suchi. Even you get a 4A star or 4 points for PSLE, Suchi. After 20 years, 30 years later, to be honest, Suchi, nobody give a damn of your PSLE result. To be honest. Okay, but it's still important. Okay, my PSLE result English was good, the rest was not good, especially math. All along from primary school until secondary school or GC, my math always got all the donkey and elephant. You know it's donkey and elephant, D and E, Peggy. But my history always got top lah. So when it was maths lesson, Ping Shen, don't tell my mommy behind me, okay, Ping Shen. Okay, every time when maths lesson, I read history books. Very naughty boy, and somehow I'm a senior prefect. Okay.
Sometimes last time, like during math, I read also, but then now I don't because my mother say that my math is not good.
Sorry that what you say? Your mother say what?
My mother say cannot read, but then I read some other books. Then the math teacher confiscated the book.
Yeah, I don't do that in school. When I was an ex-teacher, my student use handphone under the table or use anything or sleep in class, okay, or eat in class. As a discipline teacher, I don't like to confiscate things for my student, and I don't like to report to my other teachers or even to the, like, let's say for example, Ping Shen is eating in class, Siqi is reading something, or Javer you're eating, or Alistair you're texting. I don't like to complain to parents because your parents might be working or doing something or driving, or even after the lesson, I go and call them, you make them sad and mad and bad and not glad. Then the whole families are upset. So the reason why sometimes Siqi is reading the books or eating, maybe she's hungry. She might be having a gastric. Maybe she needs to text because she says an urgent message to text. Always think of the other person, why he or she doing that. As long as Ping Shen is not taking drugs in class or taking a gun out to shoot people, then too bad . Then I will tell Ping Shen, start shooting and children all run for your life. Things like that, okay? Don't laugh about Bichen. That's happening in US, you know, right? They go shooting because of bullying. Because until he cannot take it anymore, he think like a freak already. He's freak already. He's freak out already. He's go and kill. So Uncle Raymond is very abhorrent to bullying. I cannot take bullying. Bullying is wrong. So sorry, as you say that you're doing all these things in class, I don't stop people. I let them continue. Then I ask him why. Please keep the phone. I always say that if the principal were to pass by or any teacher were to pass by and saw you doing that and I did not confiscate the phone, tomorrow you will not see Mr. Sean in the class with you. I will be get fired. True not? True not? So 要死一死吗? I as a teacher manage a class. If I cannot manage properly, the student doing this is also partly my fault. True not? Always think like that. So that my job is to come to the class to make sure that you learn. I'm really very happy. Do you know I go to school? The students don't bow to me, no? I refuse them to bow to me. I'm always the first one to go to the class and bow to them.
Why?
Because I respect the student to come to school and study. True not? Because you are sitting here not because I'm earning your tuition fee, that's it, I must say good thing about you. But
I
because
read a
you're
book.
willing to learn.
I read a book and then they say everybody must be respected, even though like this part of the differences and all
Yeah,
that.
correct. There's no color bar, there's no racism. You see, like this one, are you a risk taker to be creative? If you want to be right, you must be willing to be unpopular. So you see, I always do the different things. In class, I will stand out. Of course, I stand out, stupid. I will stand in front of the class. I will bow 90 degrees. When I bow means I like that bow one, no? Good morning, class. Then when I lift up my head, the monitor, let's say, Jiva, you're the monitor, you will say, class stand. Then you greet me, good morning. Then at the end of the lesson, usually you guys will stand out and say, thank you, teacher, right? No, I was just bow, thank you, class. Continue, do whatever. So sometimes I look behind, I look outside the door. Hey, guys, okay, you can start using your phone already. No teacher coming. Oh, very bad, this teacher. Hey guys, you're going to spend 5-6 hours in the school, no? Sometimes after PE lesson, you're so tired, so hot. You need to drink something, eat something. You need to eat some sugar stuff like sweet to keep you awake. I prefer my student to be awake in class to pay attention. I don't like to send my student out of the class. I don't think it's fair. I don't like, even Uncle Raymond, when I'm attending class, when I'm learning something, when I'm tired, I will stand behind the class and stand out and listen to pay attention because I pay for the class. Even though I don't pay for the class, the school send me, it's my duty and responsibility, right? So always think, like I said, you only think when you get paid to think, or you think because you want to learn more, observe how incentive. You see, it's not about because children, now you're having free education, so-called free education, you know that your parents pay you a lot of things. You don't wait until you go to adults, when you start to 后悔, you know, like Chelsea, not you, Chelsea, I'm not saying you, like got some student regret, Mr. Sean, Uncle Raymond, 哎呀，早知道我要好好读书啊，以前没有听你的话，没有听我 parents 的话，现在我出来读书I have to spend 30,000, 40,000, 10 over thousand. Some even have to spend $10,000 to study a private O level of Bichen. When you only can spend $100-200 in a government school. Why you do that? Right, Kersing, correct, right? You see your brother, oh sorry, Kersing, I'm not comparing you and your brother. You see, your brother took a lot of effort just to be now in this school called RI. It's not an easy school. It's a very stressed school. In fact, all schools are stressed. Okay, I never believe every school is a good school. I will never believe every school is. If every school is a good school, every school must have a swimming pool. Every school must have, yeah, serious. Every school must have like
A tennis court.
Maybe every school must have a classroom, a room that have all the LAN gaming.
Aircon.
Or aircon.
Yes, all gaming, serious, all gaming. Okay, you want to play Minecraft, play 1 hour. You want to play Valorant, play. After 1 hour, you must complete your homework. After complete your homework, you must pass your test. The more tests you pass, to level 1 now, you pass 50 marks, 30 minutes. You pass 100 marks, 1 hour, or free membership. All works and no play makes Javer a dull boy. All works and no play make Bing Xian a dull boy. You see, funny, we adult can play like hell. Okay, how come children cannot play like hell? Because they say, I work very hard, so I must drink, I must smoke, I must go karaoke, I must do. These are all to me, quite a bad things. So when I work very hard, you know what I do? Javer, you know what I do? When I work very hard, what do? I will sit one corner and read my books I'll do meditations, or I talk to, I talk to a person called Jesus. I'm serious. I will meditate, say, how Jesus, how can I be improving my lesson? You see, that's where they say the past is not always right. You see, whatever I talk, children, I'm linking to what I'm not talking nonsense here. The purpose of this 5-day lesson is to motivate you, to transform you, to become a much better person. That is what your parents want. And I want to make sure your parents, every single cent that you invest in this 5-day lesson is worth your value. Okay? So the past thinking is not always right. So what must you do to make it right? Conventional wisdom is wrong. No more old thinking of school already. The old school of thoughts is totally different. Last time they used typewriter. Now I got typewriter. You go and type wrong. And then you cannot do correction. Yeah, then wrong. Basketball, you have to go back and change again. Don't laugh. No. When I was in army, I had to use a typewriter to type things. And every time I type wrongly, I have to stay back. I got detention for that because I always want to rush. I'm ADHD. Okay, I'm also OCD. I'm also got dyslexia. I cannot write things on game. Alyssa and Larry, I cannot. I cannot write. For example, apple on the board okay. But sometimes certain word on the board I cannot write. I might miss one P. No. And I got students say, Mr. Shaw, Uncle Raymond, you're a teacher. You can't even spell a word English teacher on the board. Okay, guys, you know what's the meaning of dyslexia? Siqi? Okay, you take a piece of paper, put here, then later write your name. Get it now? This is called dyslexia. That's why those students don't know what is a D and a B. 明白吗? I'm not saying you. So Larry, Ye Chen, and Ray Xin. I think today Ray Xin is not in, right? Let me check. Ray Xin not in. Just in case Ray Xin you're watching this video, take the piece of paper here and write Bing Shen, Bing Xian. I always call Siqi or Ye Chen. You will see the G and the H, and then you take a long time to decide where the G goes to, where the H, right? So dyslexia students have all these problems. It's not easy. Yeah, you can do it, Bing Xian. You see what Bing Xian is doing now? It's not easy, Bing Xian. Then your B, and which B are you facing? The left or the right? Now you get it now. So a lot of people who are dyslexia cannot take Chinese. Because 那个字体、那个繁体，Becky， 你明白不是说你I'm not saying all of you here Okay. I think Lee Kuan Yew also have dyslexia, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, he's my role model. Okay, so seriously, 事情 not easy So 你明白有时候你的 classmate 还是你的谁he or she has problem. You see? So how? 事情 and Bing Xian, very hard, right? Very hard, right? You know what happened? Most of the dyslexia, like myself, is a keyboard. Now you understand? Because the keyboard based on your senses of your finger and your brain. Now you understand now, children, Charles and Kasing and Larry. Larry, please turn on your camera. So look at this brain here, sitting here, doing Zen. Oh. Hi, Larry. Why today is so quiet, Larry? Are you okay? Or you just wake up, You still wearing your pajamas? Okay. Now look at this guy. Okay. Now, write down, but actually no need. Anyway, it's given to you. You see this pattern of 5. T-H-I-N-K, think. So think like a child. Seriously, you are still a child, so think like a child. Sometimes ask questions. There's no stupid question. Siqi, I got one student challenge me, Siqi. He asked me, you really met any question you can answer me? Okay, Uncle Raymond, why must we shit? This one, 我们要大便. Peggy, then it's got to do with science, right? Agree now, Bing Xian? Bing Xian, sorry, I keep calling Bing Xian. Right, Bing Xian? Kasing, right? It's a science question. So I explained to him the digestive system, in a very fun and way, right? Please, children, from today onwards, don't think like that. I always teach my 3 children, think crazy. And my 3 children, my own 3 children always like to argue with me. You see my son, lying down on the bed already. Can you move the other camera to the other side? Don't show people my photo, please, Raiden. Thank you, Raiden. Okay. All right. So what does it really mean to think outside of a box? Have a great idea. So sometimes if you talk to your parents, say, why you think like that? Why you're like that? Don't kill off the ideas. Seriously. Let me tell you a story. One day, John's father was in the park. This is a very touching story. One day, John was in the park. Then the father said, John, No, John was playing the swing. You know, right? Larry, Ye Chen, if you all know, please, Alistair, you know what is a swing, huh? Dan Qiu Qian. So the father say, Peggy, but father say, John, let's go home. So John replied, Daddy, 5 more minutes. So Siqi, the father wait, correct? Then continue the Alistair, he said, John, let's go home. Alistair, John said, Daddy, 5 minutes. And Kasi, this keep on doing this 5 minutes for 5 times until the girl, the lady beside him, say, sir, you are very patient to your son, no? You know what the father said, Bing and Jaber? But Peter don't have another 5 minutes. Get the story? The elder son, Peter, died of leukemia, cancer. So the father always don't listen to what John say or the Peter say. Until 他的儿子死掉了，他才后悔。明白吗？So got another person, another story is that the father came home one day. The son came as usual. Every day the son was say, Daddy, I tell you today what I have done in school and this. Then you know what? Usually the father will just take the newspaper and say, yeah. You know what, Jaber? He put down the newspaper, Peggy, and he listened to the son attentively, Siqi. The son talk, and then he listened. Then you know what? At the end of the conversation, Larry, Ye Chen, you know, Kasi, you know what? At the end of the conversation, you know what the son said? Daddy, you really pay attention to what I say. For the past few months, you never did that. The father hugged the son, Michelle. Thank you. You see? We find the unsolved problem. I can do it. So sometimes when your parents want to talk to you, okay, they are not paying attention and doing something, okay, just tell them nicely, Daddy, Mommy, I'm talking to you. Will you mind look at me and listen to me? Same thing. When your parents talk to you, put aside your game, okay, or even you're doing homework, put aside, sorry, Mommy, I'm doing this spelling, I'm doing this homework, but I believe it is important that you want to talk to me. What is it about? Number 4, there's nothing is impossible, okay? Don't stop yourself. Sometimes look, this voice, when your father and mother is talking to you, please appreciate when this voice is talking to you. Don't wait until the voice sayonara, no more. Then 你才后悔，对吗？ Agree not? All right. So be willing to say I don't know, but I don't like the don't know. Okay. You should say keep asking things, asking questions. So this Kobayashi has been the champion for eating hot dogs, I think 7 or 8 times champion. But of course, the champion, when you get older, the stomach get weaker, right? So he will be replaced by another winners. But then again, you see, it's not easy. Every time we won a championship, it's a lot of money. So remember the petal of the flower thing. Now, children, if you are so hardworking, Bing Xuan, Siqi, Raiden, Ye Chen, Larry, Kersing, Alistair, Peggy, Charles, Racing, and Jaber, and your sister, please take up this THIN. Come out your own T. What is your T first? Come out your own H. Get it now? All right, come out your whatever you can think of. Have a great idea. See, have a great idea. I can do it. Nothing is impossible. And K is keep asking and thinking. So this thing is I always use it for myself. You see, every lesson I tell a story, but this story must be related to something that motivate my student, myself, to do something. So let's see, I don't try. I never try. Your parents never try to raise you up. Okay, now, everyone have a chance. There are 10 famous people. Let's start with Jaber. Okay, please, when the person finish, please continue, pay attention. I'm not sure Ye Chen can do it or not. So Jaber, you will do Thomas Edison. Bing Xuan, you'll do Isaac Newton. Charles, you'll do Walt Disney. Peggy, you will do Albert Einstein. And Siqi, you will do Steve Jobs. Okay, there will be next page will be Larry, Alistair, Kersing, Raiden, and Ye Chen. Okay, when you're done, I will call the next person. Okay, Jaber, you start first.
Thomas Edison, an icon for innovation with a collection of patents for over 1,000 inventions. His approach towards joint thinking, collaborating with other inventors, innovators and always thinking positive came to light in his work and problem-solving thinking. I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Thomas Edison.
Okay, thank you. Now you see the class, what we did yesterday is that we need to fail. We need to improve. Javel, you have a very good voice. Correct me if I'm wrong. You don't like to read a lot, right? Agree? You don't like to read a lot. Can tell one, huh? So you need to do this. And I come for innovation with a collection of patents for over 1,000 inventions. His approach towards just joint thinking, collaborating with other innovators, and always thinking positive. Remember, 如果里面有一个 double L 啊，你要拉长那个音 collections. All right. So when you say I'm very sad, I'm sad. Then when you're happy, I'm happy. 真的要 bring out the tones. 你不可能听那个 story 啊事情。Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs. The mother pig asked the 3 little pigs to find a house. So they go out and find a house. I tell you 事情，虽然我有switch off the TV, you don't want to listen 的，对吗？你要有那个 story 吗？平贤 Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs. The mommy pig come and tell you, Children, you must go and find a house. The eldest pig, 好的，妈妈，我去找。Second pig say, where to find? The third pig say, 没有空，我要玩 Minecraft. Something like that, right, children? But if you tell this kind of story to a set 4 student, to an adult, they will look at Uncle Raymond. Uncle Raymond, 你头脑进水呀？很好笑咩？I might use 3 little pigs in such a way. 从前有3只可爱的猪八戒，对不对？ Then the adult will say, oh, no, this is free and creative thinking. Imagine that someone paying me $1,000 to tell a story for 1 hour. You must be creative, right, 思琪，对吗？为什么外国人可以 come out Walt Disney， 可以 come out creative ideas？ 为什么我们华人不可以 come out more interesting story？ Because we lack of creativity. Back to you, next one.
Greater knowledge came from Newton's achievements and understanding in science, finding inspiration from his home life surroundings, and now a famous yet simple apple tree. If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. Isaac Newton.
Well done. You have a beautiful voice. You need to improve. Once you go secondary school, I believe you'll break your voice in a more matured and more mandarin voice. Same thing again, Ping Xian, you lack the rhythm. Now, if anyone tells you don't read like an Amor, you know it's Amor, right? The Lao Wai, don't read like this. Please, there's nothing wrong. Ping Xian, yesterday you watched the girl, right? What's wrong, mom? Hi, dad. You know the way she speak, right, Ping Xian? Right? You must have rhythm. And sorry to say, Ping Xian, don't get angry with me. Don't get angry. I say I don't like to compare, but since you have a brother called Ping Shen, okay, his voice is there. Well, Uncle Raymond's, right? He talk like that, right? Uncle Raymond's rhythm. So you see, later if I have a chance, I'll show you another video why, you know, there are certain places and certain things that you need to do something good, and certain times that when your parents make decision for you, please. 你的父母亲不会害你的嘛，对吗 Alesta, correct now? Right, Kasing? Your parents will never want to put you into something that's dangerous. Lucky Sir Isaac Newton is sitting under the apple tree, no? Imagine that Javel is sitting under the durian tree. Charles, gong. They say, wow, 这个榴莲很好吃，我们可以做榴莲蛋糕，很好很好啊 Peggy， 我很喜欢吃榴莲的。Okay, durian what happened jackfruit? Jackfruit? Gong. You go through the head. Okay, sorry guys. Who is next?
Walt Disney. He built an entertainment empire by turning his dreams and goals into reality through imagineering, his own term, combining imagination and engineering. It's kind of fun to do the impossible. Walt Disney.
Wow, you have such a not nice voice, but a super duper awesome voice, man, Charles. I like the way you pronounce the word engineering. No, 不是 sarcastic, Charles. I'm not sarcastic because I'm very particular in reading. You can have A1 in your written, but you can have F9 in your oral. That's the end. Nobody want to employ you. Okay? I'm very serious, but you have a very beautiful one. Good. Keep it up. But again, Charles, the dumb, rhythm. All right? Very good. Walt Disney is the only one who is known for animation that take us to a new world. Without this guy, today we have, I'm Mickey Mouse. You know how Donald Duck do that? Okay, yeah, correct, Ping Xuan. What's up? Do you know the cousin of Donald Duck? You know who is that?
Is it Daffy Duck?
No, it's Donald Trump. Got you. Okay? Yeah, it's Donald Trump. Next, who is Albert Einstein? Two more, we go for a break.
You know that on YouTube, Donald Trump saying butter and Marmalade very funny.
Yeah, I don't. Last time I used to like him, but now I find that he's a bit, the way he talk, and I heard a lot of people say he's quite racist. All right, let's go. Whose turn is Albert Einstein? Siqi, is it Siqi or Peggy? Whose turn? Okay, Peggy. Raiden, stop doing that. I can't see how yourself freaking. Thank you, Raiden. Peggy.
He constantly challenged notions on not only his own but those that come before him to reach
Revolutionary
revolutionary new ideas. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere.
Albert Einstein, thank you. Now, logic is 1 to 8. I told you right yesterday. I told you right. I asked you 2 plus 2, 2 times 2, 4 minus 2, all get 2, right? But when I asked you about apple, remember? Then you can tell me an apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? Like I say, Isaac Newton, what happened? He stayed in Singapore with durian tree. Wow, young, I tell you, that's it, man. That poor guy will have really, hello, anyone call 995, please send him to SGH. So sad to say, but not sad to say. Happy to say he was born in England with apple tree. Okay, or at least apple tree or lemon tree. I wonder how, I wonder why. Okay, the lemon tree songs. Okay, well done, Peggy. Imaginations, please start to be more imaginative. Okay, last one, we go for a break. Who's done? Alistair? Maybe Alistair, can you read the... Oh, Siqi, okay, Siqi.
Advanced especially in technology, changing the way people use computers in their everyday lives, including the personal computer revolution, including the iPod, iPhone, and iPad. He was an inventor funding the creation of Pixar, enabling a development in the visual effects industry with the first computer animated film. Creativity is just connecting things, Steve Jobs.
You have a very good voice also. You read very well. But you read like Japan and a China bullet train. Then you say, oh, excuse me, where is the train? 事情慢慢来，慢慢来，不要紧张。这边不是 fast food，不用这么快哈，慢慢。Your reading is nice, your voice is good, but 太快了，因为我怕那个老师PSLE 你读完了那2个 exam 呢？刚才他读什么？不知道。我好像在坐地铁，在日本还是中国坐地铁，很快。You see, Singapore MRT is already considered very fast already, but not too fast, Siqi. Okay, guys, go for your break. Come back in 10 minutes time. See you. Next one will be the 5 of you. Okay, I'll call the name later. Go for your break first. Thank you. I'm going to take some water. Javen and Peggy and Lester, you go for your breakfast. Don't worry, okay? Go and drink some water, please. Get some water. And
We already went for a break.
yeah, drink some water, please. Okay, good. Wow, while waiting for the break, I just received a message from my police officer for another important duty to do next month. Wow. I think why, I know why, Javer. Because of it's Christmas time. When a Santa Claus coming to town, he needs some bodyguard like Uncle Raymond. I was thinking, I thought Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is the bodyguard of him. Right, true not, Javer. I become the elf. I'm the one who make present. Okay, in 3 minutes. Kasing, you will read the first one, Ken, Kasing. Then followed by Lester and who else? Okay, I think Lester, if you don't mind, read Confucius. Larry, read Leonardo da Vinci. Okay. Ye Chen, can you still be able to read? If not, Raiden, you read Beethoven. All of you back ready? If back, we can start ready. 诗琪不要读这么快哦 ，Alright， 记住啊 ，OK， 不要紧张。It doesn't mean you finish fast, you read fast then you can end the things In fact, you make you more excited and more worried and more stressed. Okay, remember that. Imagine you listen to the news, you read so fast, people will complain on seriously. Okay, but when you talk to people, also don't rush. 慢慢来. Okay, who's done? Kasing, are you back? Okay, Kasing want to read Beethoven, Ken. So, who want to read the first one? Larry, will you want to start the first one? Very cool read. Can you unmute your mic?
I like science, so I'm going to choose Marie Curie.
All right. Wait.
The first woman to win a Nobel Prize.
Wait. Larry, hold on. Chotomate. Cursing is not bad yet. 对不起. Sumimasen. 对不起. Oh, Larry, you change your pajamas to this 1980, Larry.
No, still pajamas.
Pajamas in banana in pajamas. All right, come on, Cursing, let's go. Not Cursing, sorry. Larry. Wait. Ye Chen, are you back? Can you, if you are back, please show me your thumbs up. Ye Chen also P6 now. I realize, sorry, Paisi. Okay, thank you, Ye Chen. Let's go.
Marie Curie, the first woman to win a Nobel Prize. The first person and only woman to win a Nobel Prize in twice in 2 different fields. Be less curious about people and more curious about ideas. Marie Curie.
Thank you so much. Welcome to class 93.5. This is the best entertainers and best speakers all the way from Singapore, from Larry Hsu. We are here in United States of America. Well done, Larry. We love your voice, man. I like that. Awesome. Guys, you might think, okay, Pinxie, you don't drink water after you okay. But I think it's very entertaining. I think if you were to read in class, people will look at you, oh, Larry, why you do that? This is the one, the kind of effect. Well, I love your car behind. Well done. Very nice car. And I like the Northern Light, Siqi. That's my dream to go there. Seriously, you know why I want to go there, Siqi? Because I want to meet Santa Claus and say, how come every year you never give present to me? Larry, well done, Larry. Next time you read more to the reader. Of course, you know, Larry, if you read like that in PSLE, no. But if you read to Uncle Raymond, I love it, man. Seriously. Okay, you are supposed to do that, all of you. You have to read in different manners to get the best creative ideas.
Uncle Raymond, am I supposed to read Confucius? Or
Yes. Hold on.
seems to be the longest one. I just realized.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, apparently Confucius seems to be like.
Oh, I see. Hey, Charles, don't tell Alistair, I purposely choose for him to read that one.
Aiyo.
Charles, don't tell him. Oh my
为什么你
goodness.
bias?
Because you have a
为什么你
beautiful
bias?
voice. Alistair. Okay, let's who's turn? Cursing? Leonardo da Vinci, okay? Oh, you want to Beethoven, huh? Right, Beethoven, right? Okay, who Peggy? Done already. Cursing. Raiden? Leonardo da Vinci, please. Raiden, can you read the Leonardo da Vinci, please? Thank you.
An inventor, a painter,
Sculpture,
a sculptor, a scientist,
architect,
machine,
mathematician, not machine.
mathematician,
And anatomist.
atomist, weather, and
It's not weather, it's writer. Are you wake up?
okay, yeah, writer,
Writer,
and engineer, host, considered to be one of the best talented painters of all times in his
sketches,
notes, and whatever that
and
is.
scientific, that's not whatever, my dear. And scientific diagrams.
Scientific diagrams shows his forward thinking,
Mentality. With invention.
With
Are you okay?
intention. With intentions.
With
for-
inventions.
With intentions.
Invention, farming.
Inventions for
Flight.
flight, musical instruments, and
Mechanical.
engineering.
Learning.
Learning never accuses the mind.
Leonardo da Vinci, thank you, Ray. Then learning will never exhaust the mind. You have to learn, relearn, and unlearn. Leonardo da Vinci is one of the famous. You see, he have all these things here. You realize that he have everything. He's a painter, sculpture, everything. Because he need to paint, he need to do sculpture because he come out a lot of new design. It's just like those, he might come out last time, they call it the iPhones or whatever things in their generation, during their era. All right, back to you, Alistair.
Okay, so what am I supposed to read? Confucius? Kind of
Yes,
long way.
all the way, yes, thank you.
Yeah. So Confucius, his philosophical teachings called Confucianism emphasize personal and governmental morality, correctness of social relationships, justice, kindness, and sincerity. Confucianism was part of the Chinese social fabric and way of life. To Confucians, everyday life was like an arena of the religion. His followers competed successfully with many of the other schools during the hundred schools of thought era, and only to be suppressed in favor of the legalists during the Qin dynasty. Following the victory of the Han over the Zhou, after the collapse of the Tang and Song dynasties, Confucianism developed into a system known in the West as Neo-Confucianism and later as New Confucianism.
You realize, thank you, Alistair, well read. And I just monitor you. When there's a comma, you pause for about 1 second. That is absolutely correct. When there's a full stop, you pause a bit longer. That is also in my way of teaching oral. When you have next paragraph, you're supposed to pause for 3 seconds. And the rhythms are there. Okay, your pronunciation, yao zi are there. But sometimes when you read, you're a bit too fast, which I think you have a very good tonality. Your pronunciations and your slang will be, I hope, can improve much better, because I think when people listen to you, they like your slang, even though it don't sound like a bit Chinese, but I love that way. Okay, Alistair. You're from ACS, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but correct me, I'm wrong. I may be wrong. ACS, are they good in Chinese?
Not. They
Are
are
they good in Chinese?
nope. Yes.
Sorry, Alistair, are you born in China or in Singapore?
Singapore.
Okay, but your parents are Singaporean.
Well, they were from China.
See, children, why I ask you this about ACS? From the past, when I was young until now, I realized all the ACS students are usually
They don't have
very
a reputation for good Chinese, do they?
Sorry again?
They don't have a reputation for very good Chinese, do they?
Yeah, but I'm wondering why your parents want to put you to ACS now. I understand why.
Because ACS is kind of a good school, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's
I
both
thought-
GP and facilities are kind of good.
Hey, hello guys, you got one big swimming pool there, okay? Right.
But I don't really care about the pool. I just care about the
Oh, I care for the pool because I can go suntan. I don't want to go to school. Okay. So Alistair, you see, there's a difference, you see. That's why I say every school is not a good school. You at ACS.
Well, personally,
No,
I don't like it much,
sorry.
but I'm not complaining
Record.
much after 1 year of like kind of trying to get back to my old school and complaining a lot every day. I've basically quit most of my complainings about ACS, so I still kind of dislike it.
So my mom just remind me her cousin was formerly from ACS and is one of the best judge in Singapore.
But I kind of love the canteen, so I guess
But, you like me, bloody hell, like the food only. Now you talk to me about food. I can't have food now, you know why? Because later I have to go for scanning, you still talk about food. Then my wife just now go downstairs and buy food for Raiden. Aiyo. But Alistair, and the name is also very American names. I can tell that your parents want you to do well in English, and you have done a very excellent job so far.
Yeah.
Keep it up. But please don't forget your roots. The ROT, your root is still Chinese.
I know, just that.
Don't just that. You
I'm not-
you have to improve.
Okay,
all right?
okay. I'm
You
not-
have- you
I'm
can
not
do a
that-
good job.
I'm not that bad at Chinese. If you count 38 and a 5 out of 45 being good, I would say that's okay. I'm satisfied with it currently, and I'm too lazy to improve much more.
Is this the way you talk to me? Is this the way you talk to me? Yes or no?
Yes.
Quiet, Peter.
That who was that?
Is this the way you talk to me, Alistair?
Nah.
Yes. Well done.
Yes
You are
or no?
supposed to, you see, children, you see the past 2 days, you are the only one who keep talking to me, arguing with me, debating me, and then you tell me all your things. I like this kind of attitude. I don't want a student like a sponge, keep absorbing. And then when you start to press the sponge and everything, throw out everything, no. You give me bit by bit. And without you telling me, now my mom didn't tell me that her cousin, or my so-called uncle, was a very famous judge, and I love law. And ACS is one of the best schools so far in Singapore.
Is Nanyang good? My mother wanted me to go to Nanyang initially, but I
Uh,
didn't get selected.
Nanyang will be more to English Chinese act lah. All right, but I think you should fly through all the way to the secondary school ACS because
Yeah,
past few years
because
Hmm.
they have some sort of tradition of people just going to secondary school of ACS,
no,
right?
I have quite a few ex-students in ACS.
Oh,
They are doing very well. Some of them, because of sorry, Alistair, and to all of you listening, because when you go to secondary school, you have peer pressure. You know, we have friends. So initially, he was not very well in the academy, so it took me a while. And now he's doing very well in polytechnic and I think in national service. So the mom wanted him to go to JC. Dai must go JC, but he want to go poly. But he did very well in poly. Some of them now, I think he's just graduated from university. I have also ex-friends who are my age, are also from ACS. They are doing very well in real life, seriously. And my cousins are also from ACS, okay? He's around 1 year older than me. He's one of the best banker in New York. In New York, listen carefully, in New York.
What? New York?
Yes, okay? I don't really contact him now, but when I was young and play with him, he's also think like a freak, Alistair. ACS are all very famous in think like a freak. Agree not, Alistair?
yeah, I would
really
think so.
dream of going to New York.
Can't say my classmates are really the ordinary type, can I?
Sorry?
I can't say my classmates are really the ordinary type, can I? Because I'm in like I'm in a mixed class to be like, I was in the GB, so I'm in the mixed class and also.
Yes, correct. So you see, later, if I have the time, I'll show you one of the clips, exactly what you say, Alistair. It's true. Okay, if all the parents are listening, I think it's true. It's nothing wrong to put student or children to certain school, to certain courses like playing golf, playing music, because they want you, Peggy and all of you listening, they want you at the best of the best in the real world. Because in the real world up there, it's a very, very cruel world. Agree now, Charles? It's a very cruel world because you're all protected by your parents. I call your generation the durian generation. Why? Because outside is very thorny, which is protected by your parents. Inside, it's like a durian, very soft in your heart because you are all very kind-hearted people. You never seen the real war out there. You never see people gangster fighting, okay? So that's the reason why, Alyssa, I asked you to read this one because I know you have the caliber of reading, and I know I like the way you say, wow, you purposely choose for me. No student dare to question me like that, but you did it. Well done. This is the attitude I want to see my student. You need to stand up from your own right. You need to stand up to say, hey, hello, how come I'm reading so long? What's the purpose? What's the reason why? That is the reason, Alistair. You open up your mind. This is what ACS boys are all about. They are very inquisitive. They are very extrovert. There are people don't like it in the past. In fact, now there are people also don't like this kind of attitude in ACS or in Cat High or in any school. But this is what I like. This is what I want to see all of you to stand up from the right, so that when you're in front of these Amor people, the Western people, you are different. Hey, hello, excuse me. We have enough of being bullied by other race. We are not anti-race to others. China have open war with the Amor, okay? The cotton that is from India has been suppressed by the Western. Slavery was by Western. And it's time that the blacks, the Chinese, and other races are in equal footing with the Amor or all the races. In this
China's already like they say that
yes,
China's
that's why we need to know Chinese. So Jaber, thank you for I'm sorry to interrupt you when you want to speak. So because I want to prevent my train of thoughts to be lost. So you see now everyone's been equal footing. This earth doesn't belong to the whites, to the Chinese, to the Indians, to the black, to any race. This world belongs to all living creatures. I make this very clear to all of you. No racism. All right. 1/3 of my relatives are Muslim. When I say Muslim, really Muslim. Raiden's godfather is an Indian. And I have a lot of Indian students. And one of my best Indian students just passed away many years ago. Okay. So please, well done, Alistair. Thank you for your awesome, beautiful sharing and being so open-minded to share with us. So that's why next time when I ask you, in case you have a chance to have my honor to teach all of you, next time if I ask you this question, Peggy, is this the way you talk to me? Or Siqi, is this the way to talk to me? You have to answer yes in a very calm and cool manner. This is not rude, This is not rude. You have to bring out your material and things to others. You are enough is enough. There's no such thing. Go to school, shut up, Javer, keep quiet, sit down, don't talk. Then come to school for what? Don't talk for what? Right? There's no such thing as nonsense. Sometimes when you talk to your friend, means you want to carry an idea, but you have ambiguity. This is how I believe. I know not many parents, or sorry, should I say, maybe some parents or some teachers or some educator may not like my ideas. This is Uncle Raymond. Okay, I want my students, my children to be wow, to be more imaginative, because I don't want my student to get bullied. Nothing wrong, right, Javer? Because when you get bullied, you will get commit suicide, you get heart pain. No, I see that in my life for the 7 years in education in the school. Alicia, thank you so much. Back to Beethoven, Kasi.
Beethoven remains one of the most admired composers in the history of Western music.
Stop. I want cursing. I don't want a very professional newscaster. Is this cursing? Wow, my goodness. So nice. Can you start again?
Beethoven remains...
Wait. Better than Kai Wen and that guy. Okay. Cursing, let's go.
Beethoven remains one of the most admired composers in the history of Western music. His works rank amongst the most performed of the classical music repertoire. The one thing everyone knows or thinks they know about Ludwig van Beethoven is that he composed some of music's greatest masterpieces while completely deaf. According to a leading Beethoven expert, the composer still had hearing in his left ear until shortly before his death in 1827.
Thank you so much. First, your reading is super great. It doesn't sound like a P5 voice. Very mature, and I like the way you pronounce the word according. 你真的把它拉成那个音 according. And then when you read the masterpiece, you really bring out dun 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 dun. Really awesome, man. Which school are you from? Kasi, which school are you? Primary school?
Yangzheng.
Yangzheng, wow. Correct me, Yangzheng is a neighborhood school, right? Wow. To produce a student like you, I can tell you, your oral no problem already. I can tell you, it's not, if you continue like that, your oral no problem. All you need cursing is the rhythm. And when you start off, you give me that kind of thing, sit straight and say, who is the one who's reading this, man? You know, like, I'm a British Got Talent, Javer. So when the person say, I like to sing this song, they say, come on, look at the face, so nerd, so stupid one, cannot sing one. Then when you start to sing, whoa, but everyone's like, whoa, my goodness, you know, that kind of stand up, like, wow, that wow effects. Ye Chen cannot read now because of the mic. So last one I read is according to my surname. Okay, everyone read already, Charles? Everyone read already? Okay, my turn. Ready, go. Song Qiling received an international education, first from Shanghai Macquarie School for Girls and later Western College in the United States. 思琪，我这样读可以吗？你敢讲不可以啊？你就把电脑关掉，跟你讲，可以吗 ，Alexa？
Yeah.
Cannot. It's so horrible. Peggy, correct or Peggy? It's so horrible.
If you're willing to score low score in the exam, you could as well do this. Yes.
I like the way you use the keyword, if you're willing. I love that words. This is a leader who speaks to me like this. Song Qiling received an international education, first from Shanghai Macquarie Schools for Girls and later at the Wesleyan College in the United States.
Raymond.
Yes.
Oh, my mother's from Shanghai.
Oh, how? Hi. Shanghai is a very expensive place to stay, man, I heard. Because my ex-student's mom was there at that time. But it's a beautiful place, especially near the river there. Okay, may I continue? Thank you. This education would prove to be invaluable to her later in life, as she would eventually become the de facto head of state of the People's Republic of China. Her rise to political prominence begins with her marriage to Sun Yat-sen, Sun Zhongshan, often referred to as the father of modern China. She was posthumously named an honorary president of the People's Republic of China. I choose her beside being the same surname like me. And by the way, we pronounce as victory, not victory. It's victory. And by the way, when you pronounce this word, where's the word just now when Kersing was, okay, Kersing, you don't pronounce as history, it's pronounced as history. All right, history. It's not history, it's pronounced as history. If you want, you can say hi story. History come from hi story. History tell a story, correct or not? Jiva, Dima. So yes, Song Qiling is one of, because of her, and I'm always very advocate. I really support women's power. Without my mom today, I won't be here also. Without Yue Fei's mother today we will not have a very famous warrior. Without the Meng Zi today, Meng Mu San Qian, 听过吗？ Meng Mu San Qian. Without the mommy shifting house just for the sake of Meng Zi. Without the Sun Zi the mommy and Kong Zi the mommy, today we don't have these famous people. Without Albert Einstein was poor thing. I heard Thomas Edison, is it? Or was it Albert Einstein? I can't remember. When he was in school, the teacher hated him because he asked a lot of questions. Excuse me. And the teacher asked the mom to take him out of the school. And the poor Albert, let's say Thomas Edison, just for the sake of Thomas Edison. And he decided, the mommy decided to teach Thomas Edison by himself. Sorry, by herself. Let me drink some water first. So the mom said that because Raiden, take away, please, thank you. So what happened is that many years the mommy taught Edison by herself. And one fine day, her mom kicked the bucket, means passed away. So the son took this chess box and saw a note. And this note kept by her mom for many, many years until the day she died. The note said that your son is not teachable. Your son is useless. Okay, your son cannot be in the school. Your son will not make in life. So this mother kept this paper to motivate herself that her son one day will be a very useful person. Beautiful, huh? Right? So never give up. You see, very creative for the mom. Because of the mom, 无微不至的，用心良苦 ，OK， 风雨无阻的，把他的孩子教的一个人才。可是，在学校他变成是一个蠢才，不只是人才嘞，他是一个天才啊。In the eye of your parents, you are not stupid. In the eyes of your parents, you are not say not motivated. In the eyes of your parents, they always believe you are the most beautiful gemstone in her life. And your mama lost so much blood when she gave birth to you. And please lah, tolong lah, give the best to your parents. Okay, so these are the 10 people. Now these are the thinking hat. I have to move a bit faster. Okay, this is your little job, children. Okay, Ye Chen, you have to take part also. I hope tomorrow you can do something. You type it out. Last week they participate, very interesting, you know. You realize that this are, let me explain to you first. Pay attention. When I say serious and pay attention, you must pay attention. This is your little homework. Java, your sister also can take part. Don't worry okay, about this. The 10 hats represent 10 modes of thinking. So this one you go and read. And the hats stand for holistic analysis thinking skill. Now you realize got these 10 hats is also found in behind me by this book here. Okay. But today I'm going to cover these 3 hats. Let me cover these 3 hats and later. Now, children, can I spend 1 minute for you? For example, Ping Xuan, if you want to take this yellow, that means you must talk about box. Okay, Ping Xuan. Okay, Ping Xuan. Yeah, please, Ping Xuan. Ping Xuan. Ping Xuan there. Ping Xuan, are you there?
Yeah.
So Ping Xuan, have you read like just now? You read now? All the
yeah.
Okay, so Peggy, if you decide to take the what you call the fan, the gold one, you can do. Okay, I'm just giving an example. So Javel, you like to take the gun. I got one very cute one. He said this gun can shoot, can differentiate between enemy and not enemy. So the bullet can go, oh, Javel is enemy, I kill. Charles is my friend, I don't kill. Sichi is enemy, I kill. Raiden, I kill. Larry is my friend, I don't kill. Wow, this type of bullet, you tell me, I also want to buy that. This type of gun, at least I want to buy this type of gun. Because when you shoot the machine gun, then the bullets fly off, or it can detect, oh, this is enemy, I kill. Peggy is not enemy, I don't kill. Wow. I tell you, this is very imaginative, right? Hey, what everything is possible, correct now? Then got this person to buy this car. Later I show you if you have the chance. The car can voice recognitions or all these. Okay, right, let's move on. Now, first, the 10 hats system encourages performance. Okay, how to think differently. All right, so in all the words, what it means by this, okay? The white hat thinking is the one that covers the fact and figure. So every time, okay, especially the P6 student and Ye Chen and Si Qi, when you say put on your thinking hat, that is the white hat. So here is a problem. So for example, what is the thinking hat? Pollution is man-made. You know what's pollution, Jaber? Okay, Alistair, you should know, Kasing, you know, Bing Xian, all of you, Larry. So is this a fact figure? So how do you do it? So when you're thinking, you see, in the you go and Google it. In the Google, they only show you 6 hat. 6 hat only, listen carefully, 6. But Uncle Raymond add in 4 more hats. Okay, so when in the Google website, there this person will say white hat. When you say put on the white hat, means you're talking about fat. The world need a clean green environment. That's fat, ma. So for example, Si Qi, I target the Si Qi and Ye Chen. So P6 student. So when you're doing math, usually you put on the white hat thinking. Agree now? Fat, ma. So John give Peter how much? You know, I hate this kind of problem sound Si Qi. That's stupid, to me. Si Qi give 10 apple to Charles. Charles give 5 apples to Larry. Larry divide the 2 apples to Peggy. How much apple do they have altogether? Oh my goodness. I cannot take it, this type of questions. Rayden, can you please pay attention, please? Thank you. Okay, so this is a white hat thinking. So white hat is more to the math in a way, or science. Red hat thinking is the mood. So for example, Ye Chen or Si Qi, you don't feel like doing this problem sum today, okay? Because your red hat thinking is that, why should I do this problem sum? It's so hard, it's so tough. You're very frustrated already. So you cannot think of Si Qi. So you put one side. Sorry?
I like math.
Okay, like math. Okay, for example, so but you like math, but it happened that this problem sum is so tough. Then you just stop there and go out and refresh yourself, and then put on your other thinking hat. 明白吗, Jaber? So sometimes you stuck there. Don't just stuck there. Of course, in exam you don't stuck there and say, during exam you don't do that, Jaber. Alistair, you don't do that. My Uncle Raymond said, if I cannot think, I can walk around and come back. Please, exam don't do that. Okay, it's only at home. You don't say, because Uncle Raymond said, if I cannot think, I must walk around, then come back, then I do my exam. I tell you, don't tell me, I tell you this, please, don't do this, okay? So this is at home, I'm just at home. Don't do that in the classroom. Teacher, my tutor, Uncle Raymond said, if I cannot think, I must put on my red hat thinking, so I go around, because I'm very frustrated now. I cannot think. I must go up to have the white hat, and maybe you have the black hat. Okay, the black hat is the hat that you think, okay, you have to make decision, but the positive or negative, do really work, man? Okay, so take for example, okay, don't turn upside down. I see you upside down, I'm very scared. Okay, Alistair and Kasing, for example, you are doing a science questions. You are not sure. This is where you will think, you question yourself. What should I do? What should I not do? Is this a satisfactory answer? Should I look for another alternative? Should I ask for help? Should I look for this way of doing things? Okay, so here you are. We have these 3 hats, the white, red, black. Of course, there are number 4, number 5, but because of time issue, we do not cover everything. Okay, so I will cover these type of things in November and December, or somewhere in June holidays. All right, so to improve my student thinking. So, okay, just a quick one to show. Okay, white hat thinking is factual. Okay, like math, like that. Red hat thinking is that because you're putting I think it's a terrible proposal. I don't think this essay cannot write. The 3 pictures, ridiculous. How can these 3 pictures make into one story? I better go and think of a way. Then you black hat thinking already. How to put these 3 pictures together? Which picture come first? Should I put picture 1 or 2 or 3, or should I start with some fish pop or things like that? Okay. Please don't share with your friends. Right. Javer, can you turn back your camera? I feel like puking. So do you agree creative thinking is important? Javer, please, thank you. So is this like okay, so thinking, thank you, Javer. So design thinking. So it's like a ruler. You have to design your train of thoughts. You have to be more creative so that you need to put on the thinking hat to think how to come up a freak idea, to think how to write a good essay, to think how to write a good science short answer, to think how to solve the math problem, to think how to write a good 作文 for your Chinese. Okay, now speed reading, right? Just now, Siqi, okay, yes, I think you like to read a lot. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you are the person who like to read very fast, mostly they like to read a lot, like me like that. So speed reading helps you.
I like speed reading.
The reason to introduce speed readings to students as a follow into this first, there are many millions of information flooded to everyone for this day of life. At the times we know a lot of information, this is called speed reading. So to read the first sentence, this is a trick. Children, listen carefully, especially your P6 student. Your comprehension will be like that. When you go to set 1, set 2, you will be about 1,000 over words. That's why Java, your sister, asked a super good question. Speed reading helps to enhance, enforce, and ensure. Repeat, enhance, ensure, and enforce that you get as much information. So, Java sister, for example, now I give you Toys R Us. You know Toys R Us, Toys R Us, right? And please, you don't tell me I come from Mars or Jupiter or Venus. If you're in Singapore, you know what is Toys R Us. My goodness, please get a life and go to shopping center. So, Java sister, imagine Uncle Raymond give you 3 minutes to go in and take any damn thing you like. No price. Which one will you take? You don't tell me take soft toy, so small one. You sell. Of course, you take big one, the Nerf gun. Oh, I love Nerf gun. Take a big Nerf gun, or take a Barbie doll, or take a bicycle, correct? True not?
Lego.
I don't like Nerf gun and I don't like Barbie doll.
Of course, you are a girl, but doesn't mean girl cannot have Nerf gun, right?
I want Lego.
Okay, let's come. Wait. Children. Right,
Harry Potter Lego.
Can I continue? So you get me now. Speed reading is to get as much information so that you will understand more. This is called speed reading, mega reading. So in my other lesson, I also specialize to teach people how to read. But honestly, I don't really do it in Zoom because I prefer you to use the finger to read through. So I have to see you face to face. This is how I teach my set 3 and set 4 students face to face because they have a very long comprehension passage to read. So by doing Zoom, I don't know how to do it, to be honest. Wow, that's a beautiful, nice album. What is that, Siqi? Oh, you like Harry Potter? Yeah, like my elder son. My elder son got the magic wand.
I also like Harry Potter.
Wait. Siqi, suddenly you think that day I watched the Shark Tank, this what is called this, the Dragon Den. This guy used the magic wand, the Harry Potter, to turn on the remote control of a TV, of a coffee maker, to switch off the light of the house by using the magic wand. Serious. Thanks to Siqi, really serious. They use the magic wand of Harry Potter.
I like
This is your world now with technology. Okay, can I go on? Sorry, because of time constraint. 11:30 already. So the voice called, like just now, I purposely asked you all to read, like Alistair, Kersing, well done. Charles also a very mature voice. Okay, they call the R-E-U-A-O. So you have to do this, guys. Before you read, don't laugh. You have to massage this one 20 times. Clockwise, yeah, and what Raiden was doing. R-E-U-A-O. Clockwise 20 times and 20 times clockwise. You know why? Your muscle here. Siqi, well done. You did the right thing. 这不是 makeup 美容师哈。开始我们来做 mascara. Put on your mask, put on your lipstick. No, not put your lipstick here, sorry. Put on your eyelashes. No, this massaging of this part here is to make sure your Bing Xian, by doing this here is to make sure your mind relaxed. By doing here is make sure your pronunciation is correct. Okay, this one, your muscle. Okay, not so tense up. Get the idea? So the pronunciation of the K, the curd sound, the R sound, the S, third and LY, like absolutely, eventually, creatively. 明白吗? Okay? I think this one no problem for Alistair and Kersing. Okay, let's go on. Focus. Now, guys, listening comprehensions. Okay, I need to cover this. You see, realize all these martial art peoples. Now, when you are doing listening comprehension, pay attention, children. A lot of people, recently, one of my set 2 and set 3 students feel that listening comprehension not so well. I was so, wait then, please. I was so surprised because you need to focus on the passage. You need to indicate the keywords and gather as much information using the highlight, the 8W and 1H and time yourself. You realize when you are doing these kind of things, you're focusing. Remember, 20% of your eyes are closed, 20% of your mouth are closed. Of course, you don't close your mouth, your nose, then you cannot breathe, you die. So the 20%, 40% will go to your ear. So you spend 60 to 80% or 70%, usually 60 to 70% in your ear. You realize that all these people in meditations are using their ear to see, to listen, to feel, to think. Now you know why. Focus. When you're listening to complete, don't look left, right, top, and think of anything. Focus, fully concentrate, and you sure can pass. Listening comprehension cannot help. It's all depend on yourself already. Right? It's very important. So pick out the keywords. So read all the questions beforehand. Please don't go and busybody look at your friends. Concentrate on the paper and read through the paper. What is it happening? Then understand what the questions are about. Pay attention. Okay, and every time, if possible, listen to watch English movie. You see who are the person, what. Okay, this will be found in the Google Classroom and sent to you. Okay. So there's some YouTube to watch. Okay, expand your vocab. You need to know your vocab words, which is found in my books. Of course, you can go to your Google and look for all the vocabulary if you want. You can type 1,000 word vocabulary for PSLE, okay, or 10,000 word for usage. Write down the important points. Remember the word focus. Okay, focus this F-I this. Okay, focus on the passage, or it's called, sorry, remember the word fight, F-I-G-H-T. Okay, so do not lose focus, sorry. That means you focus on the passage that you are about to listen, about to take the exam. Okay, this will refresh again next year for those P6 students that I'm going to have, and my Set 4 student also. And of course, to P4 to Set 4 students who are doing listening comprehension. Okay, usually I will get them to listen to BBC or CNN News. Okay, British Broadcasting, okay? Right, that's that day 2. Let me see, I got the YouTube for you to watch, the first one.
My job is to make college easier because students have a lot to conquer.
Done. Very good. Thanks, Siqi. So you know, since you watched it already. So it's very important, children. It's not about the school that your parents want to send you or tuition center or enrichment. It's that the end result. They want you to be more creative, more motivating, and more affluent and better. 所谓近朱者赤，近墨者黑. You heard this before, right? So 做人的道理都是一样的。That's why 我们华文4个字骂人、赞人、丑人，还是祝爷爷奶奶福如东海，寿比南山。这种字体啊。I don't know, as an English teacher, you can use English to describe someone. Wish you all the best, good luck to you, have an awesome health, beautiful health. But no matter how, I still think the Chinese words are much more better than the English word, in my opinions. All right, that's my personal opinion. But then again, it's good to have bilingual or even the 3 languages that are trilingual or polylingual. But the purpose of this last part is to tell you that children, all right, their parents is their parents in the video and your parents is to ensure that you have a holistic and a gracious and a very initiative. That's called GHI already. All right. So tomorrow we are doing about I can't remember what am I doing tomorrow. Sorry. Really can't. So today you learn a lot about how listening comprehension is. And then if you are free, children, afternoon, go to the YouTube there and do that little practice of the comprehension test yourself, okay? Right, to see how good you are. But before you do the listening comprehension, please use the FIGHT, focus. All right. Find out the keyword. No distraction. Please inform your parents, I'm doing a comprehension test. Please do not disturb me. You must be focused like those martial arts people. They close their eyes, their meditations. Okay, this is very important. Thank you so much for day 2. I'm recording, right? I hope I'm recording. Yes, recording, huh? Jacob, Peggy, am I recording? Peggy? Yes. Pinshen, am I recording? Alistair, am I recording? Yes, thank God, thank God. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Wait, let me